What is a design code? A design code is a set of design specifications for both buildings and streets. The cookbook which sets the recipe for a place. It is based upon a founding vision comprised of principles and precedents. These are often set out in a master plan and in pattern books. The code itself can specify anything from land use to building heights, layout, window detail, street design, materials, colour, and landscaping. What a design code is not, however, is a design guide. A design guide is a guiding document only. It is useful to inform design codes, especially on larger sites. However, it is weaker and more ambiguous in its language, allowing many things to be left open to interpretation by developers. A design code, on the other hand, is a set of specifications and design constraints. It provides a list of things developers must do, should do, and could do, while setting minimum and maximum parameters. The purpose of a design code is to ensure that the resulting development adheres to the initial vision, has a distinct sense of place and identity, whilst still allowing for variety within a pattern. Design codes can therefore allow larger sites to be coherently developed by multiple architects, developers, and builders, whilst still maintaining a certainty of outcome. Design codes can also help a larger number of smaller firms bring forward smaller sites by being very clear about what is expected of them. This in turn gives more confidence to stakeholders and the community, often providing more support for new development. Ultimately, this gives the local authority, landowner or neighbourhood group more choice over who develops the land and how. With more developers interested, there is more chance of the resulting development aligning with the goals of the place. So, what makes an effective design code? Firstly, code should always be based on the evidence collected from the community in the initial process. They should never be imposed. Secondly, code should reflect the wider evidence on what people like, where people flourish, and what supports a sustainable and happy place for the long term. Thirdly, design code should respond to their local context and place. Code should be informed by local knowledge on materials and supply chains, collected from conservation officers, builders, neighbours, and local craftspeople. Finally, code should be kept short, numerical, and visual where possible. They should be thought of as a recipe book for a place, with a list of ingredients and how to use them. The simpler and more concise, the better. So, what components should a design code include? Here are some elements which we recommend for every design code. For buildings, the code should set out building heights, materials, building width, ratio of windows to solid wall, and the level of ornamentation and detail. For the streets and public realm, the code should set out site layout and connectivity, building line, street treatment, carriageway design, refuse and waste, height to width ratio, street furniture, sustainable urban drainage, biodiversity in green corridors, and parking. However, your design code will also need to reflect the individual needs of your vision. For example, if a high street is a key part of your development vision, then the design code should include further details on shop frontages, high street building to width ratios, and shop frontage styles. Finally, you should set up the right panel and process to ensure that the design code is both enforced and that the vision is upheld. Without enforcement, it is nothing. And voila! Good design code, great place.